this live. There's a lot of commotion going on in the real estate space, very specifically when it comes to Propstream. So I want to address all the whispers out there and how are we going to do this without, the comps on Propstream. And I'm going to show you exactly how tactically you're going to be able to pivot. And it's not crazy. This is not the end of the world. If you're a Propstream user, you're going to be just fine. If you're not a Propstream user, you need to become a Propstream user. That's what I would tell you, right? So we're all going to be just fine here. It's going to be easy to comp properties. It's no different than it was 5 years ago before this great tool even existed. It's going to be all the same stuff. There's not much challenge, but I wanted you guys to hear it from me, and I want to show you guys exactly what you need to do to comp properties now that the sold feature is no longer available on Propstream. It will not affect your business in a way that a lot of people are thinking it's going to. So first and foremost, guys, welcome to 2022. Super excited to have you. What is going on, Michael? Can't wait to get the replay right on. First of all, if you guys are just joining me, go ahead and put your name in the comments below. Let me know the market you're in and what level of real estate you're doing. What's up, John? What's up? And by the way, I can't see everyone's name. Please put your name. That would be a great help. And then the market you're in, and then your experience would be awesome as well. So again, welcome to 2022. This is going to be an incredible year in real estate. I'll give you a brief summary of what I actually believe is going to happen in 2022. I think this is going to be a great year for all of us. I believe the market is going to continue to appreciate. There's going to continue to be great margins for flippers and wholesalers and novation, and there's going to be great opportunity to buy and hold, and there's just going to be great opportunity if you do the work. So what I would say is don't be one of those individuals who are sitting on the sidelines. It's your year to break out, to get into the game, to put on your helmet so you can actually achieve, the great results so many of us saw in 2021. What is up, Stoney? What's happening in Indianapolis? I love that. So this is going to be a great year. Now, immediately the first of the year, there's this big Propstream issue, right? We no longer have sold comps on Propstream. But here's the deal, guys. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to literally share my screen with you here in a moment or two and show you exactly how to navigate comping properties without having this sold feature of Propstream. I'll even give you one better. If you want to put a property in the comments below for me to comp live for you, I will actually do that. So all you have to do is put a property of your choice in the comments below, and I'll comp 1, 2, or maybe even 3 of them live for you to show you how easy it is to comp on Propstream, regardless of them having this sold feature or not, because I promise it won't make a difference. St. Louis, Missouri is in the house. Very exciting stuff. So, and again, kind of just continuing this conversation about this year, people are thinking the interest rates are going to go skyrocketing and it's going to change the market. Do I believe the interest rates are going to maybe increase a little bit? I do believe that is going to be the case a little, but it won't change the market. The biggest point that you always need to remember right now, and I believe this is going to happen for all of 2022, there is so much demand for people to live somewhere, right? Rents are skyrocketing. A report just came out today, as a matter of fact, that the vast majority of the United States, 58% of the United States, the cities are cheaper to own a home than it is to rent a home. In 58% of the United States, that's the majority. So I'm telling you, we're in a great market to take advantage of it. Don't be on the sidelines. Get into the game. And the first thing you need to get into the game is Propstream. I promise. It is the number one thing, tool, system that you need in this business. So if you don't have it, go to tsofdata.com, tsofdata.com, and use promo code TSOF. They'll give you 7 days for free. And I'm even going to show you how to comp on it. So use promo code TSOF if you go over there. So again, tsofdata.com, promo code TSOF. Now, I see several addresses. Awesome. Stoney, I appreciate it. John, I appreciate it. Michael, I appreciate it. Let's do this. Facebook user in Patterson, New York. Don't know your name because it doesn't populate. So who are you? But we can rock these out. I appreciate that. There's one in Charlotte, North Carolina as well. So let's start comping. I'm promising you this is not as big of an issue as you may think it is. It'll be just as easy to comp. Let me share my screen. Or actually, why don't I take one of these? All right, so let's see. Can I cut and copy this? I can't cut and copy it. Darn it. I'm going to have to find a way to do this. 14. Is the screen shared? Nope. $1404 North Jefferson Street, Muncie. 1404 North Jefferson Street. See if it just pops up. There it is, Muncie, Indiana. All right. So as normal, everything is going to be normal here. Give me 1 second. My dog loves to walk into my office. It's amazing. All right, so everything's going to look normal. This all looks normal. You're always going to, I always do a little quick check here. See, owner occupied, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 900 square feet. I just look at this very quickly to get my bearings of what we're looking at. You then hit details like you normally would. You then come over here, and again, I hit comps. Now, if you guys do already have Propstream, you would see that it doesn't say whether, it's sold or not, on market, off market, or whatnot. It's just everything is off market. So here's the deal. You still can see solds. They're just the sold off market. Now, I want to make sure I'm doing like property. So I'm going to stick to single family homes because that's what we're comping. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So I don't like crossing huge roads if I don't have to. Number one, obviously, I could deal with 2 and 6. There's no huge roads. I don't love crossing this, but 1, 3, 2, and 6 are likely, the best I can. These are all zeroed out, estimated. So this is one property that really is going to be challenging to comp already, just around all these estimated in zeros, right? So what I want to do is just see what is active, okay? I want to get rid of the solds. I want to see active and pending. Now in a half mile, you only have 1 active for 69,000. So let's start with that, right? It's not as close to where I'd want to be, but it's something to start with. Nice, clean little remodel. Look at that. Perfect. So I would say in this neighborhood, this is a perfect ARV property. They remodeled it. You have a newer kitchen, right? You have a nice little deck that they rebuilt. It's repainted. This is a nice little ARV. So this is a great example. I now believe that the ARV is going to be give or take around this number. It's only been on the market 1 day, right? Now, just so we have a little bit more data, otherwise I would tell you 69,000 is the right price point for the ARV. Just to open up a little bit more data, I want to see what's a mile out. $69, $79, $42, right? These two are pending. So what does $79 get you? No pictures. Similar square footage. Everything seems to be similar. So I would tell you, you could be anywhere in between these two numbers as an ARV, right? This is actually even smaller. This one's older, so this one's newer. Maybe that could be a good reason. So you might be able to justify, again, there's no pictures, but you could go look up this address on Zillow, right? So you could go look at the details here. All right, Propstream, bear with me. So all I really wanted was a freaking address. That's so funny. Could have just cut and copied it. I didn't really have to do that. Go over here, go to Zillow. Because it's pending, which means it was listed, here are the pictures. So this is, looks like it's a, no, it's a normal home. Looks like a mobile, but so this is a remodeled home. So I would tell you this is every bit. You could either put this at 65,000 ARV or 70,000 ARV, excuse me, or all the way up to 79, right? The two ARVs were 69, 79. So it could be 75,000 right in the middle or all the way up to 79, because this is pending. Now, it could be pending at 75,000. We don't know that, but you have a pretty easy example. So what I would do is I would remove this. I would then take the average square foot, $83 a square foot, times that by 981. So I'll go 83 times 981 equals $81,000 is what that home would go for if you want to use the average of these two square foot prices, which is 83,000 right there. Do you see how easy this is? So then you'd say, okay, well, essentially I could have an $80,000 property, which makes sense because you have a pending at 79.9. Cool. So that was property number one. Now, if we go over here again, I'm going to choose another 102 Curtis Drive, Eureka, Missouri. 102 Curtis Drive, Eureka, Missouri. 102 Curtis Drive, Eureka, Missouri. All right, all right. 7-bed, 3-bath, much different home. I'm going to hit details. I'm going to go to comp. And then I'm first going to look at the solds that were off market, right? So you still have solds. You want to look at them off market. And of course, all of the comps are over this freeway, which makes that very, very difficult. I don't love doing that, right? I actually like to try to keep on this side. So I'm really going to try to stick to that, because everything else is over there, right? Seems like there's this little neighborhood right here, but I don't love that. So I'm really looking at number one is my best comp. I don't like crossing, I don't even like crossing main streets, but this really makes it difficult for me. But at least those two that are on this side are around the right price point of $399 to $412, right? So I'm going to just say, hey, what do these look like? And of course, there's nothing. And what does this look like? And nothing. Okay. So we're going to do it again. We're going to go in the same thing. We're going to get rid of solds. We're going to look at pending and actives. And we have one active in a half a mile for 235. Again, it's over the freeway, but it's the only one active. So I'm going to take a look at it. Nothing. Now I could go look this up on Zillow, but I'm going to first go and say 1 mile. And by the way, when there's no inventory, I told you 2022 is going to be a great year because when there's no inventory, there's nothing to buy, which means you can get top dollar, right? And then I'm also going to make sure we're looking at single family homes because a retail store doesn't do me any good. And we have this one single family home for $359. That's the only active within a mile. Let's take a look at it. And no images. So again, we go back and we can go 17010 Redwood Glen. I would be doing this a little different if I wasn't training. 17010. Aha, beautiful little home. So, not knowing the of your home, this is active and under contract at $359. I'm waiting for these pictures to load. My poor computer just takes a beating every day. So many Zooms, it's worn out. And nice home, but original. I don't think this is going to be considered a remodel, but it's a nice, clean, good looking home. And again, it's so far away. I'm guessing the property that we're comping doesn't look anything like this. So you get to make a decision, right, about this. You get to figure out whether this is, you know, worth that number or not. But the fact that there's quite literally the only thing active and pending in a mile is that, here we go, right? That's a great market. So you can chase that. Again, depending upon how old this home is, which I believe is much older. Our home is much older. '83 to '91. You know, if you just this is where I'd say you got a little bit of a crapshoot. So good property, not terribly easy because there's not a comp property in a mile, right? So this is where I would choose that number or give or take that number. If we go back to StreamYard, 1937 Olson Lane, Charlotte. I'm going to promote that, bro. Appreciate you, Stony. 1937 Olson Lane, Charlotte. (1937) Olson Lane, Charlotte. Man, I like this neighborhood. So I'm going to go back, do the same thing. All right, let's see what it pulls up. So I'm probably going to really try to use 1, 2, and 3 to try to stay within this very similar subdivision, but this may not even be the same subdivision. 1, 2, and 3. So, because these subdivisions can vary, right? But in general, I'm taking a look. I mean, 209, there's a 300, 206. It varies, right? So we need to just make sure we're all working the same thing. We need a single family home. So we're over here. 1, 2, I think that was 3, right? 1, 2, and 3, 300, 270, 272. So let's just take a look at 1 for a second. No photos. Let's take a look at 3. No photos. Take a look at 2. Nice little house. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go in and we are going to say pending, active, and I'm going to remove solds. And there's nothing in half a mile, pending or active. We're going to go to a mile. And there's nothing. We're going to go to 2. Come on, there's got to be something active or pending. That's crazy. Let's go 3. All right, so this is where I say there's almost just no way this is possible, although it could be. Then I go in and I just cut this and I go to Zillow and I say, this is crazy. So I still have an answer for you, but I just feel like there's got to be something. I mean, is it that crazy of a market? Which absolutely could be, by the way. There's your properties, estimates 271, which to some level corresponds, if you remember going back here and going to the solds, since there's nothing active here. It does correspond to the sold, which I was going to say were high twos, right? So you have the 220, 272, right? 230. So you have some of these. I'm going to zoom it in a bunch. Yeah, so 272, 275, 285, 272. I'm guessing this is give or take ARV, right? So then I'm going to just go back in because this is nice, even though, it's off market. Somehow this has photos. I'm going to say what's for sale, and there is nothing. Townhomes. Now, the other thing I was going to ask you, Jay, is this actually it's a single family home, right? I mean, that's Mike, what's going on, brother? This is a single family home, right? I mean, that's what it says on Propstream. I mean, that could be the only other thing is they miscategorized it and these are all townhomes. But brother, I mean, there's nothing for sale. So I like the 272 number. Why not work for that? 182, 320, 258, right? So these are still townhomes. This is the only single family home, and that's 320, right? Given your location. So I would say, 275 to 320 is your number. And this is pending at 320. I'm going to look at this and say, hey, this is 1,800 square feet. Ours is 1,100. So you're not going to get 320, right? Ours is 1,100. Why won't you go over? Ours is 1,100. So you won't get 320, but I think 272 is right on, bro. Because of, 320 here, this is 1,800 square feet, right? So you could do some very quick math, right? It's selling for 320. You could see price per square foot in that area and do some very quick math. $58 a square foot, right? Is that right? I don't know if I did that right. Yeah, yeah. $171 a square foot, dude. $171 a square foot times 1,100. 171 times 1,100. 188. There you go, baller. There is your number. 188. 188,000. Anywhere from 175 to 188 is you're going to be your ARV, my friend. So there you have it. Again, Propstream is live and well. It is the best service in the industry, bar none, specifically for comping. If you don't have it, go to tsofdata.com and use promo code TSOF. Everything is going to be fine, guys. You're going to be able 2022 is going to be an incredible year. Do not worry about it. Keep rocking. Keep using Propstream. Go to tsofdata.com, promo code TSOF. That is how you comp properties. I'll see you guys on the next live. Holler.